Hello everyone and welcome to the Anime Zillia. My name is James and together let's talk about chapter 151 of We Never Learn. Honestly, a really fun and enjoyable chapter. However, the beginning of this chapter really did disappoint me, as it looks like the manga is going to go the all girls get an ending route, which personally, I hate the idea of. Because it means that all the chapters that we've had between Yuiga and Uraka were a waste of time. The emotion, the drama, the development that we get from both characters within the last, 5 chapters, I think it was, maybe a little bit more, it was just pointless, null and void, because every other female character looks like they're going to have their own ending, and honestly, that disappoints me. I honestly don't care who Yuiga ended up with at the end of the series, as long as the mangaka made it make sense, and that it was well executed. And I personally believe that both those things were achieved once chapter 150 ended. So the manga ended at chapter 150, which is a good milestone for a series like this. Then honestly I would have been satisfied. But nope, we're going to be going for a few more chapters. And honestly, these next few chapters, and this chapter in particular, just felt like filler. And somewhat, they're redundant. Because if you look at it, one major criticism from the anime is that it left out a lot of wanted content because it rushed and gave us a really bad ending. Now it looks like that the manga is giving us a lot of unwanted content in terms of alternative hookups that, we really don't need. Like I said, 150 is a very solid number, and it's a decent number to end on. But for some reason, the manga has decided to carry on. I don't know if he had his own quota, that he had to say, right, you had to get to a certain amount of chapters, and the mangaka did not know how to fill the manga up with better content until, the ending. So he just gave us this type of filler stuff. Or he's just pandering to the salty fan base that doesn't like Uraka. Who knows what the answer is? I don't, but honestly, that's one big gripe that I've got from the way the direction the manga is going at the moment. However, don't get me wrong, after page 4, this chapter was really fun and enjoyable. I had a smile on my face throughout reading it, and it made me laugh so much that, it's what I come to expect and what I like from this series. I like the fact that it makes me laugh, and it gives me that bit of enjoyment. But saying that, it did feel kind of out of place. This chapter kind of belongs before chapter 150, not as an alternative timeline ending, with the purpose, basically, how I see this sort of mini arc is them showing us how Ruzi and Sekijo's university life actually is. Now that would be pretty cool, that'd be pretty fun. And this chapter was exactly cool and it was fun, because that's a kind of route how they were going. I love the comedy in this chapter. Having the Ghost Girl return, that was super fun. If you don't remember, she was from chapter 111 with Miss Kirisu looking around this apartment, and turns out the apartment was haunted, and I love the fact that they have Sekijo and Ruzi in this apartment, especially because she hates all things horror. Seeing this ghost girl playing tricks like turning off the TV and stealing ice cream was a joy to watch, and again it put a smile on my face. Sekijo was fantastic in this chapter. I really do like the interactions between Sekijo and Ruzi. I think both characters together have a very good dynamic, and they pair very nicely when comedy is involved. The art style was great throughout. It looked pretty nice. There was one thing that it might just be a me thing, but this shot right here kind of makes Ruzi look a little bit like Azumi. I don't know, I've seen Azumi do this kind of expression from the manga, and it just kind of reminds me of that. Just me though, I think. However, the cover page... Oh, camera falling... something falling off there. The cover page looks really nice, and I like the colours used in it. For example, let me just explain what I mean. we haven't seen Ruzi with this style of hair in the anime. So seeing this kind of really nice, defined, colourful, almost, well, pretty much HD image of her like this with that hairstyle is really nice, and it does make her look quite cute. Seeing Sekijo there with loads of nosebleeds, that just, if that itself doesn't make you smile or make you laugh, then I don't know what will. Like, Sekijo is the pervy character. I actually thought that she's one of the most normalist characters in the show, in the series. But I think I might have to hold my thoughts on that one, I suppose. But you can see where she's looking, and you can tell her reaction. She should be dead by this point. And Yuiga's obviously just being embarrassed, I suppose. And a very nice cover for this chapter. And yeah, that's what I really got to say about that. So then, this was a very comedic chapter, and I think that the series needed a comedy-heavy chapter, as it's been really serious recently with the past few chapters, and having an injection of comedy is a nice change of pace. I quite like the fact that we transitioned from this kind of super serious, all feelings lovey-dovey type of stuff to this comedy that the series is known for. It's slightly misunderstanding, it's not really keeping secrets, but Yuiga just trying to fix everything on his own, although you would think he's learnt by now. And, you know, it's just the other characters doing things or forgetting things that make it more awkward, that just gives you that giggle. You know what I mean? Anyway, I probably didn't explain that very well, but there we have it. Now, if I had to guess, this arc with Ruzi would probably last for about 3 chapters, maybe 4, depending on, like, how long the series has left. And this is both good and it's both bad. The reason why it's good is because we don't have it dragging out for too long. Bear in mind, we have 3 other routes to take after Rizu's route is complete. And the bad is because it's going to be super difficult to convince us as the audience, well, me especially, that Yuiga has feelings for Ruzi, if that is still the route they are going to take. Because after seeing what he's done to kind of get with Uraka in the main sort of story, then, I don't know, it's going to take a lot to convince me that this alternative timeline version of Yuiga actually does have feelings for Ruzi, because it's going to look messy, it's going to be a bit rushed, and I guess I just wanted a bit more from it, that's all. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see on that front. So, I want to know all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you think of this chapter? Did you like it? Are you okay with the route that they're going? Maybe you're a fan of Ruzi and that's like the best thing in the world for you. Or maybe you are like me and you would prefer that they kind of didn't add this stuff on afterwards. Or they kind of go a different route, which they still can do. It's just obviously we got Sekijo thinking of, how can I make it so these two get together? Which obviously that's kind of the goal they're going for, I think. But if they don't, then they've got my backing. Anyway, that's going to do it for this review. And I hope you've enjoyed. Like I said, please let me know your thoughts down below. And like the video if you liked the video. Disliked if you disliked, I guess. If you want, follow me on Twitter. Follow or join the Discord, with the link will be in the description down below if you haven't seen it on the screen yet. And I hope you all have a great day. I'll catch you then. Bye bye for now.